Everybody, I got a tip. If you want me here, take a trip. It make you holler, it make you shout. Come along with me, we're tripping now. Now listen, girls, and listen, boys. These little things, they ain't no toys. They are for real, know what I mean. They make you holler, they make you shout. Come on, baby, we'll trip on out.
Hey, what is going on, yo? YouTube hates me again. YouTube was really kissing my ass for a few months, but I pissed them off, so they're not doing that anymore. I was already kind of shadow banned. Now I'm really shadow banned, but that's okay. They give me a lot of I don't know how I want to say it, free publicity or whatever. They gave me a lot of fucking views and likes and stuff that I don't really think are real, you know. I actually thought somebody was buying stuff for me, but I found out that that's not the case. I think it's just YouTube trying to get people to monetize and playing with their emotions, and I can see how it would work on a weaker person. But back when I was beta testing and attending them freaking meetings, I quit doing that because I couldn't make the meetings, the online meetings all the time, and you were constantly having to take surveys, and it sucked. And that stupid thing, I can't even see it when I'm on StreamYard, but that stupid thing at the bottom, you know, the heart thing, I was, if you recall, one of the first to have it because I was testing it. And I told them it sucked, I don't like it. But they didn't listen to me anyway, so. But some of the other things that I helped, that you guys actually helped me test have come up. Like, mods can now look at accounts and see the account history, which is helpful in identifying who the alts are. But the only video that I've ever really actually put a lot of time into, I don't put hardly any effort into the stuff that I post. But the one thing where I did put some effort into and actually had people that made clips for me to use that actually know more about AI and stuff than I do. The first time I put it up, I had an AC/DC song, Who playing along with it, which on YouTube, they almost always strike you if you play AC/DC. So I changed that. I put it up with a different song. It's what was about 12. It was about 12 minutes long, the whole video, but they struck that one too and banned it. And then the third time I put it up just by itself with no music, and like all three times it got taken down immediately. But it was all about how I've seen communication change and how we are just in the kind of like still in the beginning stages of a complete takeover from AI. Like they have AI girlfriends now. You got these fucking simps already sitting on their computers all day. Once they have an AI girlfriend, they'll stop communicating with human beings, even online. Went into detail about that kind of thing, and YouTube was not having it, and now they're pissed at me. They were really laying the gravy on. Like last month, I had almost 100,000 views, which I don't know where the fuck they came from. And this month they've cut it back down to 30,000, and I'm not. I mean, I am putting up less, but not that much less. I think it's all a game. I don't know. I bitched about it in videos before. All right, let's say some hellos. Yeah, and they've taken down a few of my videos recently, and I got a warning for hate speech because of a comment I left. I did say TRANNY, and they actually sent me a warning. You do that again, and we're going to delete your account. Like, okay, all right. I should have put that up as a thumbnail instead. I'll try to remember to do that. But what's going on, Lala? What's going on, Moments? What is up, Rob? What is up, Lisa? What's going on, Anthony? What's going on? Hey, Shauna. How you doing? Nice to see you around. What is going on, Meth Claus? No such thing as hate speech. I agree, but YouTube doesn't, so it's really beyond my control. What is going on, Lord Cuck Simp? For real, heavy metal is the worst. Oh, fuck you. You're into that no talent shit that's got no soul in it. Canadian royalty has blocked you and is spreading lies that you like Tommy. Screw her. Well, why does she think you like Tommy? Shauna, yeah, we've been getting a lot of storms around here lately too. It's unusually cold around here for this time of year. But I mean, we've been pretty lucky as far as not having much damage. But there's been a little bit of flooding around here and a lot of wind and a lot of rain. What's going on, Naughty Assistant? What's up, Melinda? What's up, NTF? Tornado. Yeah, we do get a lot of. I don't know that. I think we've only had one so far this year, but it didn't really come close to where I actually live. But yeah, I love watching tornadoes. It's just they do a whole lot of damage. Now they put up all these fucking windmills around here that turn into projectiles, and they've taken out buildings and people, that kind of thing. What's going on, Sam Clinton's naughty assistant? Y'all don't forget, my naughty assistant looks the best in fishnet stockings, and also happens to be the highest paid naughty assistant out there. I was in TF Live. See, that's the thing is I try not to step on the smaller channels that are, I shouldn't say smaller, newer channels. But when people go live every fucking day, well, what am I supposed to do? I can't pick like a specific time or specific day. I just have to go when I can. What is going on, JMSM? I like seeing these Sea Monkey accounts popping up now. It's cool. We're getting stronger by the day. You look even better naked and fishnet and naked than you. Well, yeah, that is also true, naughty assistant. The real Trent. Didn't we just agree to boycott Jeff? Yes. Yes. I'm actually going to talk about that, Trent, because you're 100% dead on. That's exactly what I said, man. They'll just let him fucking stroll back in. Same bullshit apology that means nothing. and he'll do the same shit all over again. But they'll keep having him on their panels because they like the views. But when those people tell you that they're trying to stop certain things and trying to stop this and stop that, they're full of shit. They have to, it has to keep going or they have nothing to talk about. But yeah, Jeff is not welcome here. And I unsubscribed because he's going to do the same shit. Look at all the people. Most of the people that he called chomos, I don't even like. So he makes me defend people I don't fucking like because if they're not a chomo, then he shouldn't be calling them that. And then the shit that he did to Vlad is unconscionable. He's just going to be allowed to stroll right back in. Wait till there's a distraction. We got Clown Force as a distraction now. And he'll do the same shit all over again. I guarantee it. Because how many times we've been through this? I don't need to make a panel bad enough to have half of them motherfuckers up here. Belt loop on the case. Oh shit, we're all in trouble. What's up, Cat Eyes? Yeah, I mean, when I see Jeff come up, I tell them that I'm not watching Jeff and I leave, and I really do. It'd be nice if I think the Sea Monkeys are gonna start doing the same. I hope they follow through with it. But yeah, Jeff doesn't fucking deserve our time, and people don't deserve to have done to them what he's repeatedly done to people. What's up, Scamula? Busy making up the 99 cents lost from his membership. Good luck. I mean, people won't do it because everybody likes to watch a train wreck. There's nobody that that everybody looks at a train wreck, no matter how horrible it is, and no matter how horrible you say it is. It is horrible, but people look. And we just need to get past that. And I fucking I showed, uh, I made a short of me. I had already been unsubbed, but so I resubbed to show how to unsub from Jeff and Clown Force. Your life gets a whole. I've done it to quite a few channels, and your life gets a whole lot less aggravating. Like if you watch stuff that aggravates you or pisses you off, why do you fucking watch it? I don't get it. I mean, I do get it, but it's just you'd be better off if you get past it. What are the opinions on the most recent dismissal of the case by CPP? I have no opinion because I don't know anything about it. What's up, pullover? I don't know the details on that, so I personally can't have an opinion on it. Did you guys see the new MasterCard video? If you're talking about that clip of that woman yelling at Tommy for not doing his job and getting the police and her getting harassed at her house, yes, I saw that one. It's pathetic. You know, yeah, you got to watch those rogue mods, man. They'll get you. NTF hit 500 subs. Hey, nice. Congratulations, NTF. I don't know what I did to piss her off, but and I don't care. I don't care whether I have one or not. But she pulled my wrench like 4 months ago. I'm not sure exactly what I did to piss her off, but I don't know. It don't really matter. I'm just making an observation. Hey, what is up? Trust no one. So is Nanya and her? They protect abusers over there. I'm sorry, but uh, look at all these dudes that have been called out that have paperwork and stuff, and they all hang out over there. Are they protecting Clown now too? Because that was the last thing I heard. Oh, so she yanked a bunch of people's right on. You gotta do that every once in a while. I've had some cleansings myself. Nah, I'm not saying nothing into you. I don't. That's not. That wasn't the point. Ask Nanya. I can't because I don't have any contact with her. I don't watch her channel, and I don't. Uh, we have DM'd in the past, uh, but that was a while ago. I called her out. I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but she popped up in my DMs. And if you guys want, I can post them. I don't care. And she said, "I heard you saying shit about me." I was like, "Well, all I said about you, oh, it was because I had privated a video, a live stream, just to be a dick. Um, not not to her, but just to be a dick. I privated a live stream. I wasn't trying to hide anything. I was just being a dick." And she's like, "I heard you said shit about me. All I said was you claimed to not be about the drama, but you're on all the drama panels running your mouth. You know what I mean?" Oh, no, she's blah blah blah. So I gave her a link so she could see for herself. But um, either somebody lied to her or she was lying to me. Neither one is surprising. All she does is lie, 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 lie. What's going on, Clown Dork? Would you DM me? I DM me. I DM me hard. At least mod PatCon. I don't know if PatCon and I are far enough along in our relationship for all that. There was a time when I told my mods that you can not ban, but you can time out PatCon for no reason. You can just do it. I have since lifted that ban, but what's going on, Sam's Clit? I like talking to clits, I really do. None you had a troll crush on you. Don't surprise me either. You're pretty irresistible, I gotta say. It don't surprise me that they're protecting him because they protect abusers. They do. I mean, it's a fact. Thank you, naughty assistant. That's why you get paid the big bucks because you DM me so good. Yeah, yeah. Red Hood does is. Yeah, you're right. No, man, my naughty assistant. Another reason why she gets paid the big bucks is keeps better track of my shit than I do. But yeah, Red Hood does still have that. But I think all of his accounts are banned, or at least most of them. I don't think. Look, I don't like. I don't think that PatCon would do anything nefarious with his wrench. I really don't. It's kind of like White Claw kept getting timed out, so I gave White Claw a wrench because I don't think that they would do anything nefarious, and I don't want them timed out. So, does anybody know? Um, there you are, White Claw. I knew you were listening. Does anybody know if, like, see, Jason Casey, by his own admission, turned me into the ATF, all because I called him out for being a liar on a few things. Um, so if Nanya has actually been turned into the ATF, being as her and Jason had a falling out, if that's true, I would imagine he's probably the one that did it. But I don't know. I don't even know if it's true or not. I just saw people saying it. Jeff got the FBI. I know. Jeff's FBI is not reliable, to say the least. I heard him say before I was listening to I think FCC stream. I think it was FCC last night. I was kind of in and out because I certain kinds of music I just can't listen to, so I leave and come back. Um, and then Jeff was up there, and he was saying the same fucking lies that he always puts out there, and like nobody was calling him out on it. FCC was kind of, like it just irritates me. You just get that motherfucker. Stop giving him a platform. Well, watch the road, White Claw. We don't want you. We don't want you getting shaken up and sprayed all over the place. Well, yeah, the female body inspector, but isn't every guy and some girls? I mean, aren't we all at least want to be female body inspectors? His pussy's like a Venus flytrap. James fell for it. Sad. Oh man. I imagine hers kind of looks like a cow patty after a bicycle ran through it. Yeah, let him have his own channel. We can unsubscribe from that too. But it's just the same. I see the same people say, "Oh, Jeff shouldn't be around here, and he's this and he's that," and then they just fucking let him stroll right back in. Let him have his own channel. At least there, people can choose to not watch. But when people want to watch stuff, but but they don't want to hear fucking Jeff's voice. Uh, Allowing him to speak anywhere is allowing him to pull the same shit that he pulled on Vlad. He's going to do it all over again to somebody else. But I realize that some people don't really want the drama to end because then they'd have nothing to talk about. Oh yeah, that you're absolutely right, assistant. People care more about views and getting people to watch, so they'll let any trash up on their panels. In the meantime, this guy is like the kind of shit that he said about Vlad, and there's a bunch of people that he called pedos that I do not like most of these people. But they don't need to be called pedos when they aren't pedos. And it's just lie after lie after lie of useless talk. I mean, if Jeff told me the sky was blue, I would start to doubt whether it was blue or not. And this is part of why I actually wasn't intending on starting a sea monkey thing. It all happened by accident. But I found out that there's a lot of people that think like I do that don't really want to be on a side and are just kind of sick and tired of how things are being run. And that's another thing. The dude, I feel like having Jeff up is taking advantage of somebody with a mental illness for content. That's exactly how I feel. That's why I haven't let him on here um, for a very long time because I really do feel like you're taking advantage of somebody with a obvious mental illness. Yeah, it will never end because people keep promulgating it. Anytime something happens, fucking 5 people got to run 8-hour long panels about it. So of course it'll never stop. And problems that could have been eliminated literally 2 years ago, we could have gotten rid of Jeff, and nobody would have to look at him unless they went to his channel on purpose to watch it. But there are too many channels whose sole content relies on this shit, so it will never fucking go away ever. They don't really want it to. Well, Lord Cucksimp, if it makes you feel any better, uh, I hate to think that you agree with me. So maybe this is a start. Maybe if we just like hold pinkies, for now, just hold pinkies, not fully holding hands. Work up to a little bit. Seaman key. Yes, you can also think of it as a seaman key. I like that too. What is up, Dr. Mortician? Bill Hicks. Man, that name sounds familiar, but I don't refresh my memory. Who is Bill Hicks plucking string? F in the chat for the big rise and bigger fall of the Nunionites. God damn it, Pat Con, I might have to mod you one of these days after all. That's a lot of F's. That is a lot of F's. It was bound to happen, though. Nunionites have not done a single panel. Really? Look, I'm not bragging, and I mean, I'm honestly not trying to toot my own horn, but everybody that has gone hard after me, whether it was FBC or any of the other ones I don't want to name to give them attention, like they have all gone under, every last one of them. Yeah, they were all kind of falling apart anyway. Because I guess oh God, James. Which James, I know you're listening. You and me need to try to have a man to cut conversation one of these days if you want to come up. But I guess James is going live on his own now, and like Bobby Joe and all them that have their own panels going and stuff now. So you could see the weakness in the armor. All right, I'm bragging, clown dork. I'm fucking bragging. What about it? I have no modesty. I'm just stating facts, though. And Laura Pickle is leaving soon. I doubt it because nobody ever like really leaves. So they might change their account name or open a different account or whatever. But yes, stand-up comedian. Yes, yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I was. It was on the tip of my. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And what was that dude's name? Fuck, died of a heroin overdose. He always had really cool one-liners like, "I spilled spot remover on my dog, and he disappeared." What was his name? He was awesome too. Tilly has lifted the curtain and showed a little insight to the downfall. Don't like Tilly much, but he did show some of the implosion. Yeah, I heard about it. that's the thing though, is like how, whether you like Telly or not, how is anybody ever going to trust him with any kind of information after he went and turned on what were supposed to be his friends? I don't like any of them, but the fact remains is like how is anybody ever going to trust telling Telly anything going forward? You know. See, and that's the thing. And there's a couple of you in here. I'm not going to name you. If you want to come forward and back up, I'm about to say fine. That's on you. But I'm not gonna. Don't want to cause you any problems. But here recently, there's been a few people that said, "Hey, you know, I came at you because I believed the shit that Nani was saying, and now I know it's not true." It's all along those same lines. You know what I mean? Like, and that's been going on for. She's, oh, Bill did this, Bill did that. Half of it is completely untrue, and the other half is twisted for the most part. Some of it I actually did do, and I'll own it. I will own anything that I actually did. And I found out that there's a whole lot of people that aren't non-unites, aren't Advidians, don't want to be on the side, or just feel kind of homeless. If that's you, you might be a sea monkey and you just don't know it. Yes, we have a close alliance with mermaids. You don't have to like, you can rock with us sea monkeys without actually being a sea monkey. That's the thing, is you don't have to claim yourself as anything. You can be a full on sea monkey and add the SM to your name, or have a full on account, which you'd be surprised at who's behind some of the alt accounts. Which I don't even tell other sea monkeys who they are. Drives people nuts, but I enjoy it. Or you can just be a friend of the sea monkeys. You know what I mean? You don't have to full on commit to anything. I mean, like, you can be somewhat of an unite and still be a sea monkey. You can be an Advidian and still be a sea monkey. Just kind of depends on how far up your own ass your head is, to be quite honest. Well, was there an accidental banning? Oh, oh, somebody's getting fired. Not really. Accidents happen. She's unbanned though, right? What's an alt account? I'll explain it to you when you get a little older, clown dork. The more I pay attention, the more I think I was right about who you are, and I think it's hilarious. A meth monkey? Oh, wow. A rare strain of sea monkey. Interesting. We might have a special place for you. We do have a sea monkey secret team. Your sperm mate. I like it. Yeah, throwing monkeys into the sea is acceptable. We'll take that. Are sea monkeys like Locke's angels? Not in any way. That was something else. Fucking, I need to straighten out. I was there. I saw her say it, but I've been asked about it since. But Sabby said that uh, Bill's angels were the same people as Locke's angels or the Golden Girl. Anyway, no, none of them. None of them are the same. Bill's angels were first, and then I don't even know who Locke's angels are, but it was totally different people. And she wants to try to deny it, I think, but Dragonfly Wings was one of them. Like she was one of the original Bill's angels. But I would tell you how that whole thing started. It was not. It was not like a fucking. Uh, it didn't start out as a like a fangirl thing about me. That's not what it was about. I made the original one. There was like 7 or 8 people in it, and they all. I didn't design it this way. They just all happened to be female because I was talking to all of them and having the same conversations about the same things with all of them independently, and I fucking hate typing. So it was just easier to put them all in a group text together, which I grew to fucking regret. I ended up banning all of them because you can't just opt out of a group text. So I just fucking blocked everybody to get out of it. So it started out with I think 6, 7, or 8 girls, and it was just because we were talking about the same things. Um, and then right after that, a couple were like, "Hey, I don't trust this one. I don't trust that one. I don't want to be in this group text." So we made a different one without them, and then it got down to like 5 or whatever. And it kind of then other people started changing it, and eventually we were like, "Hey, Ed should probably be in here too." So we brought Ed in. So Ed was one of my angels for a while. You know, not gonna lie, because we were all talking about the same things with him too. So you know what? Uh, then a couple of the females in there, not all of them, but a couple of them were playing games and lying to each other about me and lying to me about the other ones, and I just got fucking sick of it. I did a lot to defend them from certain people, and yeah, I said fuck it, and I just banned everybody to get out of it. Yeah, I don't know where the Locks Angels thing came from. I don't know if they were a thing or not because I don't remember that. But yes, Pat Con, it was a very bad. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Uh, no, I do know what I was thinking. It was just to save typing, but it. I I ended up regretting it. So no, they were not. They were not the same people as the Golden Girl. I mean, it was before. Like it was before a lot of them were even around. Is Tilly still seething? I would imagine that's what he does. Sabby, Lily, and Barb. Oh God. Oh God. MILF Manor. Yeah, somewhat. Yeah. No, yeah, that was about the right age group. Now, I did have some hotties in the original one, the one that I actually started. There were some hotties in there. Yeah, that's the thing. These women that used to talk into my ear after I cut contact with them, they like to say it was the other way around, but that's not how it was. And well, actually, I already have, but I can prove it. So these same females that were talking into my ear after I cut them off went and started talking into Ryan's ear, and he's so fucking gullible. They tried to get other catchers to come at me, and none of them would do it. So they had to settle for Ryan. He wasn't their first choice. Hell yeah, shout out to the MILFs. Once you get to be a certain age, that's all that's available, you know? See, the thing about Dragonfly Wings is she cozies up to whoever's going to be the most beneficial to her at the time. Like, she laid low for a while to kind of see where things settled, and then she popped back up. But she couldn't come. She burnt this bridge, so she didn't really have too many places to go. And I don't know if she knows that one particular person was lying. One particular person was telling her, "Oh God, Bill is so exhausting to talk to. I can't do it. I can't do it." And I found this that she was saying that. I found out she was saying all that after the fact. But I have text messages where she's like, "Hey, do you want to talk tonight?" And we would talk every fucking, not every night, but at her request most of the time. Like sometimes okay, this is gonna sound weird, but uh, like if she didn't want to eat dinner alone, uh, she would go to a restaurant by herself, and like we would talk while she was eating, and she would like act like I was there. It's weird, but I just, you know what I mean. I liked her at the time. I cared about her, so I just did it, to make her happy or whatever. But yeah, bunch of other shit too. But fuck it, I'm not gonna tell the rest of that. Oh shit! I knew this was gonna
Holy
happen.
fucking shit. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Just chilling from work for a few minutes, taking a break before I go back to work. So I'm just chilling on the road, trying not to die, living my life, It's been fun.
Yeah, death is just another bump in the road.
Right, dude. I almost got fucking smacked by a tornado. Tornado went through town yesterday, about 9 minutes from where I was at. Wild.
Did you actually get to see it?
No. I was chilling in a parking lot getting work done in my van, and this siren started blaring. I'm like, what the fuck is this siren? And then I got an alert on my phone. It was like, tornado warning for the next like hour in your area, and like whatever, right? And then I ended up getting like a second one, and the second one was more like a take shelter now. And I'm like, oh fuck, I better get out of my van. So I ended up like hiding in a Walmart for like 20 minutes, and then yeah, fun shit.
Yeah, tornadoes are awesome. I mean, except for their destruction, tornadoes are like to watch. They're pretty fascinating.
Yeah, it was. They have like a fucking full countywide like siren that was like blaring last night. It was like something from the fucking Purge movie. Like I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like I might die, but this is cool.
We have that here too. And when I was a kid, the Cold War was going on, so we would have nuclear bomb drills. They would tell you to get under your desk and put your head down and put your arms over your head, like it's gonna fucking help with a nuclear blast. But
right.
Yeah, they would do.
I may have gone out of my van and got into Walmart, but I mean, if a tornado went through, I don't know how much. Yeah, but there's a neighboring city that's about an hour and a half away from where I was last night, and the entire city got like wiped out pretty much. So it's like closed down where you can't even get into the city unless you like live there. Like the whole city's gone. Crazy.
Yeah, the lower you can get, the better. Like if you have a basement, you want to go into the basement, or like if you're out in the open or whatever. If there's a ditch, get down.
I'm just
not into the water, but
I'm just hanging out at a fucking taco joint. So I mean, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go inside and get me some tacos before I die. At least tonight.
fuck, go to the titty bar, man. Fuck it.
I don't even know where. Hold on. I don't even know. Look at this beautiful view I got here.
Hang on, let me make you big.
Make you big.
Just don't show us your dick.
Yeah, this random ass parking lot with the rain and shit going on back behind me.
Right.
But, I mean, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out with a bang at least. So.
You may as well.
Right. There's someone dropping a link with a hint of where I'm actually at right now. Way to dox me, bro.
Is that like an actual dox or?
Oh no, they just dropped some news article about where tornadoes are. But
okay. I didn't think Warlock would really dox you, but you never.
I don't know. I don't know where that. It looks like that's for California. Oh, Central California. I'm in Iowa right now. So.
Iowa, where the men are men and the sheep are glad.
Right. Man, I think Rick's looking for a roommate. No, I'm good with that. The reason why I'm fucking on the road is because I don't want to fucking live in one place. It's been fun though. I was at a fucking I was going through Indiana actually. It was Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
I was in Indiana and I was just chilling. I was chilling in front of a 7-Eleven, and I was microwaving some pizza in my van, and this fucking elderly couple comes out of the fucking 7-Eleven and starts staring at me like they've never seen someone cook pizza in the back of their van. Like it's not normal. I mean, it's kind of funny.
Was it? What part of the state did you go through? North, south, central?
I don't fucking know. I was just following my GPS. I don't know where the fuck I'm at.
All right. Do you know what highway you were on?
Yeah, the one with the toll bridge. I don't fucking know. I went through this.
Well, if you went over a toll bridge, you came in from the southern part.
It was the Indiana Turnpike or whatever I went through. And they had like a weird ass toll bridge where I had to like fucking take a ticket, and then it like charged me based on how long I was like in there when I left it. That was fucking interesting.
Yeah, you must have went over the Ohio River.
I was in Ohio. I actually stopped in Ohio and got my vehicle looked at just to make sure. So I was in Ohio Monday, Tuesday. I was in where was that? It was. I'm trying to think of the name of where the fuck I was at. It was Barberton, Ohio. Does that ring a bell?
No. I used to go to there's a town in Ohio called Defiance. I had a connection there that would get me massive amounts of pills. So I had to make runs to Defiance every now and then.
I was at Barberton, Ohio, and I stopped into this. A big surprise! I stopped into a bar. You bet you never would have guessed that. I'm drinking, and I asked for a shot of Fireball, and it was like $5. And I'm like, is it happy hour or some shit? And he's like, no, it's like $5 for a shot of Fireball, like 24/7. And that's like special like happy hour prices I'm used to in California. It was only $5. So I'm like, do you guys have happy hour and shit? And I guess in the state of Ohio, they're not really allowed to have like happy hours. They can't really discount liquor, so they have like, it's just $5 shots of Fireball 24/7. Weird ass law, but that was pretty dope.
Yeah, individual states do have weird laws sometimes.
Yeah.
Like in Indiana, they can't sell alcohol on an election day.
There's some places in Indiana. Isn't Indiana? I was reading something. I think it was Indiana, where there's certain places that are allowed to sell cold beer. Like there's a distinguishment
Yeah.
between the temperature of
Yeah.
beer, which I've never seen before. That was odd. I've just been looking up randomly like liquor and alcohol laws in random states I'm going through, just so I'm not like the weird one out. But I try to get cigarettes locally here in Iowa, and the lady's like, "Oh, you have an ID?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." So she tries to scan my ID, and whatever the system wouldn't take my ID because it's a different state, whatever. And like, do you have any other sort of ID? And I'm like, well, I have an old California ID still. Like, you try that. And so she tried that, and at that point, she was kind of like annoyed. She's like, "Whatever, you're good," and she just sells me my cigarettes. But there's something wrong with her system where it couldn't verify my ID, and I was trying to be nice about it, and you could just tell she was having one of those fucking days. She just kind of like, "Here's your cigarettes, have a good one, bye."
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, Indiana has different kinds of liquor licenses. There's one just to sell alcohol, like out of a liquor store, and then there's a different kind where you have to serve hot food.
Yeah. Well, I think the general thing with beer is I think like gas stations and shit have to sell it warm, where like actual like stores and like establishments can sell it cold, like liquor stores. Like I don't fucking know. It was weird. I don't drink beer anyway. So
they can sell. I don't know. Like I said, here there's different kinds of liquor licenses, and gas stations that sell alcohol, most of them you can get a cold beer. Like you can just go in and get a single beer, you know.
One thing too, Indiana supposedly there's no open container laws, so you can just walk out with fucking liquor. No one gives a fuck. It's weird.
That's not true.
Okay.
They can get you for open container in Indiana, especially in a vehicle. Like you can't, like your passengers can't even be drinking.
So there's some
like if you
based off of what I've been Googling. Obviously, I'm not an expert. This is just Google sense, but a lot of places have a loophole where you can have an open container in like the cargo area behind the last row of seats in your car. Is like, or you can have an open container that's locked up inside of a locked glove box compartment. So there seems to be like loopholes to it.
Yeah, I'm sure that there is. I don't know every single law, but I know that even if you have an empty crushed beer can in your car and a cop wants to be a dick, that's still an open container and you can still go to jail for it. The thing about loopholes is they have to be worked out in court. They don't help you much on the side of the road.
Right.
When I was a bondsman, I bonded people out over the dumbest shit. Like what I just told you, dude had a couple of crushed beer cans that were like from a week before. At least according to him. He didn't blow anything. He blew all zeros on the breathalyzer, but they still took him to jail for open container.
Well, where I'm at, where I've been, obviously camping out in my car, and then whenever I take off in the morning, I fucking throw my shit away in the garbage can of whatever parking lot I'm in. So I ain't gonna try to get busted again. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Meow has a porn stash in his van bigger than the Empire State Building. Okay.
You probably got some Inspector Gadget kind of shit going on. You just press a button and all this porn just whoop.
I mean, I have a fucking huge ass TV in the back of my van. If I really want to watch porn, I can really watch it in style. But I mean, I haven't really spent much time in my van other than fucking driving. Obviously, I've been driving till I get tired of driving, and then I just go into random places and hang out.
You got to watch going through these like small towns in Ohio, Indiana, Iowa. All of us, they're watching you more than you think. And
you're just reading off my full route. I went through Ohio and Indiana and now Iowa and shit. You're just gonna dox all my locations now.
Well, that's the thing. We know exactly where, and this isn't much of an exaggeration. Like if they see a strange car in a small town or just driving through the country or somewhere, as soon as people see that, because
Especially with
there are people that have nothing better, they just sit out on the front porch all day and they know every single car, who's in it, and what time it goes by. And if something's not even like even if the schedule's fucked up, they start calling people.
especially with
And
out of state plates on my vehicle, I probably stick out like a sore thumb.
yeah, oh yeah. Like we used to have a problem. I don't know why, but everybody thinks that Indiana pot is like, I don't know if they still do, but at least at the time, people thought that Indiana ditchweed was this great shit, and it's not. The ditchweed, the wild pot, just doesn't have really any THC in it because it's around because they used to farm it industrially before they illegalized it. So there used to be big ass fields of marijuana all over the place, and it grows wild out here. But we used to see Florida plates all the time. People would come up from fucking Florida to pick our ditchweed, and it wasn't the cops you had to worry about. The local farmers would box people in, and well, let's just say they never came back.
Meow's a stray cat you shoot with your water hose. I mean, Meow travels the most and catches the car sickness.
Yeah, we were going on vacation one year. My daughter was a baby, so we rented a van to go from Indiana to Colorado, and we got it in Indiana at the rental place, but it had New York plates on it. And we were driving through I wasn't really even thinking about it because I'm fucking from Indiana. You know what I mean? I know how things work, but the van was making some kind of noise, and we pulled over. We were on the highway, but out in the country. So I pulled over like at the edge of this guy's driveway, and I wasn't even thinking. He come out. He had his hand behind his back, and he said, "Can I help you people?" And the way he said "you people," I knew that this wasn't going to go well. But I explained to him that I'm actually from Indiana. It's a rental. And then he got cooler. But yeah, we just don't trust outsiders, and with good reason.
Man, the weather's starting to fucking break out again. I wonder if there's any tornadoes coming again. I heard there might be another tornado tonight. It'd be fun. I'm gonna try to fucking leave town though. So yeah.
Chase that motherfucker, man. Get us some footage.
Right? There was some crazy ass. Yeah, like I said, when I was at Walmart yesterday, it like outside it was like fucking like it was raining heavily, like the kind of rain where you're like your fucking windshield wipers can't keep up. Like I wasn't moving last night, that's for sure. And with the sirens blaring, like even Walmart actually closed down. They would let people in to take shelter, but like they were like the store's closed. We're not ringing anyone up. The registers are off. Like they weren't doing shit. They shut down. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into when I got on the road.
Well, I tell you what, people saying stuff about people that live in vans. I lived in a van down by the river, except I didn't really have a van. I just living by the river.
I'm just doing it because I don't know where I want to live next. I'm gonna just travel until I figure out where I want to live.
Yeah, I mean you have a job and shit, so it's not like you're doing it out of necessity.
Mm.
No, I mean traveling's cool. Everybody should get out and see more of the country.
It's been cheaper than living in California, that's for sure. When's the last time you showered? I showered this morning. Just because I mean houses. I mean I can't take a shower. I mean I can go outside. Yeah, I guess.
You can shower at truck stops, or like I know people that were doing what you're doing. They would get memberships to like
I have a membership.
Gyms that had chains, and you could just go to the gym and shower.
That's what I do. Yeah, I showered at Planet Fitness. I have a Planet Fitness membership, so I showered this morning.
got to watch at some of the truck stops, though. That hole that says "insert penis here for washing." Don't do it.
Oh, that seems like something you gotta have a few drinks before you experiment with. And you gotta remember, it's only gay if you do it twice, right? And like first time is just experimenting, right? Right? Supposedly,
I cannot confirm or deny.
and it's kind of gay as fuck the first time too. But I mean, denial is the way of life.
Well, I mean, it could be a female on the other side. I just think it's doubtful.
No, it's probably. I mean, if it's a female, it's gonna be a beluga whale. If you know what I mean by that.
Carl knows what's wrong with your van. It ain't got no gas in it.
It's actually, I just filled up with gas. I have a full tank right now because I'm leaving later on. About 5 hours, I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh shit! I missed something. It's the same time as Ryan. So is Ryan spurging out on Clown as bad as he has other people? Did he press his red button?
Oh Jesus Christ, we're going there again.
Or is he being a? Well, I don't watch him, so I don't know.
I've heard a little bit about it, but I'm trying not to fucking pay attention because I'm not trying to go through another fucking rabbit hole. It's like it's interesting, but I also don't give a fuck at the same time.
He hasn't pressed the red button. My God, why not? He said, anytime that blah, 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 I'm pressing that red button.
I'm the one, yeah, right? He's like, I'd press the run button.
Yeah, when he was saying that Locke had something on his server and Ryan had no proof, but he pressed the red button anyway. I highly doubt that Locke had anything like that.
Doubt it too.
Ryan's beanie's lined with tinfoil. So was mine, actually. Ryan's letting you have a pass. Why am I so completely not surprised?
So is Ryan and Clown butt buddies?
Probably.
That's a bit sus, but okay.
Well, I tell you what, whether Clown, I heard myself, Clown, say that he took a 14-year-old into the bathroom and did something, like he said what he said he did. Whether that was a confession or he said it for shock value, either way, no.
Yeah, that's not something you joke around about, regardless. That's.
I mean, I say some sick shit, but you're never going to hear me say anything like that about a fucking kid. And in a serious situation like that,
right?
No. I think Ryan is waiting to see what Nunya does.
I did think it was weird that he gave whatever paperwork he had to Nanya, like, and then Nanya is like trying to like dictate what the fuck it's about. Like, you know, if you have nothing to hide, put the shit out there yourself. You know, why are you?
Well, here's the thing. He said that the paperwork exonerated him, and it doesn't. All it said was that it was dismissed, but I haven't been able to find out if it was dismissed. Damn it, I can't talk. With prejudice, then they can't refile. But if they dismissed it without prejudice, then they can actually refile that charge.
Why else would you give your paperwork to the biggest drama queen in the community, other than to like spin it what it says? If you truly have nothing to hide, either put it up yourself and show everyone the paperwork, or tell everyone I don't give a fuck what you think and don't show anyone anything. It's just weird. Why send to Nanya is all I'm saying. Like, that's awkward.
Yeah, the way his story has changed. Like, his story changes a lot. And then he plays the sympathy card. I did watch the thing that he put out, and he happened to bring up how his wife got cut in half, and then he started crying. He's playing the sympathy card. He's fucking playing the deflection card. His story's changing. Like, no,
Right?
dude.
It's weird.
But I mean, the Nunny Knights, they protect abusers over there. Look at, you know,
Did you see him? Did you see him on Julie's? I think it was last night.
No.
He was just saying some weird shit. It's just like dude shooting himself in the foot. Like, it was awkward.
I heard that she actually pressed him a little bit, had some good questions, but I didn't see it.
I didn't watch it all either. I just heard like the 5-minute synopsis of the whole event. I don't know.
I mean, if I would have said something like talking about pissing in a woman's mouth especially as a threat like FM did, they would have been all over that. But no, they just let it slide. And
Well, supposedly he made some sort of comment to where basically saying like if he was gonna do that, like the kid was ugly, and if he was gonna do that, he would do it with like a better looking kid or something. He made some weird like, why would you make a statement?
Yeah,
that was
right.
like, dude, like you ain't making.
He was coming up with all kinds of excuses.
It was cringe from what I heard.
He was all like, "Oh, but look at how good looking I was. I wouldn't need to." That's the same kind of shit the Preds say. Oh, I was getting women. I didn't. You know what I mean? He had all the same fucking. Like, it was basically an outline or a blueprint for what the Preds say when they're caught. All these fucking excuses.
Right.
Oh, I was certified by the AAA and the CHP. They checked my record. Well, how many fucking cops have we caught? How many youth ministers? How many teachers? You know what I mean? That don't mean shit.
Pat Con. If Meow said you said something stupid, you done goofed.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I've done enough stupid shit in my past, but I also don't care. Don't care. And Lord Cuck is still. I see Lord Cuck is still my #1 fan in chat right now.
You don't know why Meow was allowed on panel. Meow and I had a talk back when all that shit went down. I said, "You're not come at." I forget if I'm not accurate on this, Meow. Feel free to correct me, but we both have the DMs. I said, you can't come on my panel till after we have a talk. We had a talk. Meow knows that if he does one more fucked up thing on my panel, he can't come back. So he is on thin ice.
I'm on thin ice everywhere.
And when I say fucked up, I mean like really fucked up, because we all say fucked up things, but
there's various degrees of fucked up when it comes to this fucking community.
Yes, that is, yeah, that's true. But yeah, he can't say the kind of shit that he said before. This is his last chance, and he's permanently on his last chance. Yeah, I'm sure that somebody's doing all the FOIA work. I would be surprised if nobody is. See, the thing is, we're all taking that camera stuff just on Clown's word. We don't know.
Wait,
Here's
what?
the thing, that the amount of people. He said that his lawyer got the security footage and when was this, 2009 or something like that, when not everybody had cameras all the time, but we're just going on Clown's word that there ever was any video footage, right? I've not seen anything in writing from anybody credible. But the thing is, and yes, I'm a goofball and a fuck up, but I do a lot of research on this kind of thing, and the amount of sexual assaults that actually ever gets prosecuted is very low. It's in the single digits, and a lot of the time it's because um, the victim doesn't want to testify because they're
Is there
scared, or they don't want to have to relive it all over again. And these
when it
guys get away,
when it comes to that kind of
huh?
stuff? Is there like a different when they calculate like an average? Is there a difference between assault between like two adults and assault with like an adult and a kid? Is there a difference in that
Yeah,
percent? Or
yeah, yes, there is, and you can read 100 studies, and they'll all be a little bit different. But they're almost all of them, whether it's adult to kid or adult to adult, um, the amount that actually gets prosecuted is usually in the single digits or maybe low teens. It's always very low, and then the amount that actually gets put in jail is almost always in the single digits. It's terrible. I mean, most never face any kind of consequences at all because the victims are scared. And I've talked to women that have had things happen to them. Women that had things happen to them as adults and as kids. Some of them had it both, and um, most of them they never went to the cops. They're scared. They're embarrassed. My son's mom, she was the way they titled it sounds wrong, but her title was rape advocate. Well, it doesn't mean she's advocating for rape. It means that she was like if a woman had that happen to her, she would go to the hospital, and be with her as support. The thing is, though, that they've already been violated in the worst way possible. Then they got to go to the hospital and really be violated all over again when they do the rape kit because they're in there taking pictures and taking swabs. And who the fuck wants to go through that? You know?
especially if it's a kid,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna put a kid through all that shit. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get myself back to work. I guess that might break over now, so I'll see y'all another day. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything I want to do. I don't know.
All right. Try not to piss off any tornadoes.
I'll try not to. I might chase one. I'll record it if I do. Later.
Right. I mean, you guys see it usually falls flat. Like, Cloud is not intimidating to any man, but he loves to intimidate the women, or at least think he is. Um, you think of the crazy shit that he's tried around here and think about just the way he talks. Just think about that in your face as a 14-year-old girl. You know, that's all his shit would intimidate. And I would bet that if it's true, that probably happened. Hey, what is going on, General Sea Monkey? Took, oh man, it took 4 doctors to hold you down at age 6. Oh God. It's a terrible, horrific thing for children to have to do to prove guilt. There must be better solutions. Yeah, that's the thing. They get, and nothing like that ever happened to me, but like I can imagine. I mean, that just kind of violates you all over again. You know, the first thing people want to do when they get attacked is take a shower, and they say, "Oh, don't shower." You know. And that's the thing is they have to go. This person that has attacked them, they have to go into the same room as them, even though there's security and other people around. They have to go and be in the same room with them, you know, and get stared down by them while they're on the stand. I mean, it's a constitutional thing, and I think sometimes I don't know the details, but I think sometimes they are allowed to give video testimony. Um, but I don't know what the parameters are for that or where it's allowed. And then the defense attorney has a shot at them too. And those defense attorneys will fucking, even if you're telling the truth, those defense attorneys, they will rip you rip you apart. I'm just sitting here thinking about all the other people that we've discovered within the community that were outed. I mean, they're here. They always have been. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of the places that do the DNA swab, sometimes some of them are like 2 years behind on stuff. And that's a problem. What is going on, Jenny T? Hot stuff. Are you talking to me? You sweet thing. Proverbs 15:28. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. Yeah, that's very true. Why won't Clown Force say the age of the child? I think he did. Didn't he say she was 14? I know he said that I heard him say that he took a 14-year-old into the bathroom and uh, put his D in her A. Don't know if it was a confession or just for shock value, like he likes to do. Either way, it's not cool. Under 14, you thought? I guess I don't really know. Be kind. I've heard very little of it with my own two ears, so I'm just kind of going off what I did hear and what other people have said. Jenny, you must be feeling better today. That's awesome. Oh, fuck. Sorry about silent guys. I was just thinking about one of the stories that a female here, not in the chat now, but actually I haven't seen her around for a long time. But her story about uh, um, the things that happened to her when she was 14, and then the aftermath about like she was full on fighting. I don't know how much this I'm supposed to tell, but she was full on fighting the doctors because they were trying to get and the cops and because they were trying to get the swab and everything. And it sounded like the testing they were trying to do was just as traumatic as the assault or close to it. She didn't actually say that, but that's what it sounded like to me. It's under 14, so the child was had to be 13 or 12 because the next charge level is 12 under 12 in California. Okay. Either way, whether she's 12 or 14, it's just as fucking terrible. It was a child, nevertheless. I don't know. I don't know if I know that Clown's listening right now, but I don't think he would come up, and I don't know if I would let him or not anyway. You see this garbage can? Garbage. Yeah. Let me try this again. You see this garbage can, Clown Force? The mother of the child. So I was wondering about this earlier, and I'm not suggesting anybody reach out, but the child's probably an adult by now. It'd be interesting if somebody uh, that knows what they're doing. See, I don't know. Is that would it be completely wrong to reach out to her and try to find out the truth? I mean, I'm not going to do it because I think that'd be a job better handled by a female. But yeah, I don't know if that'd be a good thing or not. Hey, what is going on, Decoys for Kids? How you doing? Imagine it. Yeah, I was thinking about that thick Asian. I was thinking about that. You think it's right? See, yeah, I'm kind of torn on it, PatCon. I don't know. It's the child would have been between 5 and 10. Yeah, but Crossroads said that if the child was that young, it would have been a different kind of charge. But I don't know. Oh, for the love of God, y'all! I fucking Sammy must be a glutton for punishment. Uh, she lives with Josh. Can you imagine that? And before that, she lived with fucking Tech. For the love of God, Sammy, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. I'm an asshole, but like I'm a different kind of asshole. Oh, cool. Right on, A cups. I appreciate that. I am moist with anticipation. But no, A cups. I have not ignored you on purpose, dude. I've not intentionally ignored you at all, and I'm not I'm not upset about it. Kind of hard to be upset about a fucking free gift that you want. You know what I mean? You see the PP WAP update video today? No, I did not. I did not, Alan. I don't watch. I don't watch her anymore. I think all charges under 14 are the same. I don't know how California works. So yeah, make sure Sammy or somebody throw up your link just in case. Oh God, yeah, I don't need to be making no more babies. I don't even know if my baby better is still good. I was thinking about something the other day. Just imagine, like instead of billions of little tiny sperm cells, like when you shoot your load, just like what if it was just like one big one? You know, like the same size, but like just one big one. I think you swallowers out there would be in a little bit of trouble, but I mean, just think about it. You chase that fucking thing around the room and squash it. Oh God, I think about some weird shit sometimes. What's going on, Control? I mean, mine would be a lot slower now, so just probably just kind of like eke along or like an injured mouse or whatever. But don't contact the victim. You don't know if you might trigger. See, yeah, that's what I was wondering about. That's. I mean, I know that that's a big possibility, which is why it should only be done by a professional and kind of let somebody that does that. You know what I mean? it's not something any of us should just try. And I hope I wasn't coming across like I want somebody to do it. Uh, I would like to know the truth, though, you know. And I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't want anybody to just, you know, directly contact the victim, but contact the mother and then see if, you know. I don't know. There's no good, like there's no good way to do it, or you know what I mean. I don't know. It's beyond my talents. So imagine a jerky in company. Yeah, Carl. I mean, that can happen anyway. You know, you definitely don't want to be looking down the barrel of that son of a bitch when it goes off. Well, I mean, you know, like when they say, you know, don't get it, just don't get it in my hair. It might be easier to. I don't know. Any curiosity should never. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. Crossroads. It shouldn't. It shouldn't interfere with their privacy ever. The mother's still attached to the family. Hmm. Yeah, Carl, that might this might be a conversation better had on a different day. Yeah, we've been talking about clown. I think everybody be talking about clown for a while. That's how this shit works. All right, be kind. Hit us with the links. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, I don't have any. I didn't have any respect for him already, but this just kind of seals the deal. Like, well, like the other day, the last time he was up here, and it's a real fact that 42% of like real clowns are pedophiles. The number goes up higher. It just depends on whose study you look at, but the low end was 42%. And I had made a post about that. It wasn't about him. It was just like watch your kids around. I mean, same thing with mall Santas, right? That post was not about him. And when he was up here, I said I was getting ready to say 42% of clowns are, and I couldn't think of the word impotent. That's really what I was going to say. So I stopped, and then he said pedophiles, and that really is not what I was going to say. But he kind of filled in the gap, and like there's just been some other stuff that he said along the way that made me think. It's like, well, you know, now it makes sense. Yeah, John Wayne Gacy. Yep. He was a part-time clown. And you got to watch, like, you would think that, well, they probably wouldn't have any workforce left, but like carnies, people that work at carnivals, there's a lot of sex offenders amongst them, and that there they are working in public with kids at fairs. They're all over the place, man. Yeah, Alan, that's the thing. I don't know if you were here, but I heard him say myself that he took a 14-year-old in a bathroom and, uh, did something to her. And whether that was an admission of guilt or for shock value, either way, you just don't fucking say that kind of shit. I say some fucked up things. We all know that, but um, not about kids. Yeah, Carl, there's been a lot of Disney workers uh, get busted in stings. It's like you have to, in public, man, you can't fucking trust your kids with anybody. I mean, I would never leave my kids alone with a carnival worker anyway, but you got to wonder when they're running around checking seat belts and got to make sure you're fastened in. You got to wonder how many of them are just doing that to cop a feel, you know? That's the things Clint's been saying are disgusting. He's been around since you were with WAP, and that creeps you out. Yeah. I mean, I used to be cool with him. Then I don't know what the fuck the deal was, but he started hanging out with the Nunyonites, and he wasn't cool anymore. But I will say, and the stuff with FCC, when he said that Clown sent him some questionable stuff, that kind of, like, that was one of the first things I thought about when all this popped off. I had some DMs with Clown, and like he never sent me anything like that. But like John Davis, he sent me some shit that uh, he didn't need to send, and I didn't want to see. It was supposedly so that we could. He was trying to get these Facebook accounts reported because he thinks that they were covers for CP, which who knows if they were or weren't. But John Davis sent me a bunch of pictures. It was like 5 or 7, I don't remember now, but of little girls. It was nothing illegal, um, but of little girls in bathing suits. Now, why the fuck? He could have just sent me one. Like, why the fuck did he need to send that many? What I think he was doing is he was trying to feel people out to see how they responded. I mean, that's how these dudes do it. They fucking like they kind of groom into people to feel them out because they can't just go to somebody and say, "Hey, you like watching little kids and blah blah blah." So they have to feel you out. They make a little joke here or uh, send a little picture there and see how you respond. And if you respond in the right way, then it'll go from there. Hey, I got. Oh, you thought that was funny? I got more pictures of. They're just memes of little kids in bathing suits, but they're just memes. Do you want me to send? Well, I'll send you some. Yeah, okay. And then they groom you. Like just, you know what I mean? that whole excuse about I was drunk or I was on drugs when I molested a kid, that's bullshit. I've done. I mean, my drug abuse has been pretty well documented, but like the thought of touching a kid has never come into my mind. And I think that certain drugs like meth, uh, they 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 kind of make you hypersexual. So if that's what you're into, you're going to want it even more with the drugs. But I think you already have to have that in your head before you start. You know what I mean? If it's not already in your head, it's probably not going to come to mind while you're high. So do I think drugs like meth? Um, how do I want to say this? Make it more prevalent or make it happen more? Yeah, absolutely. But I think that like the drugs don't turn you into a pedo. They just make you feel more okay about it. You know, I think that in my opinion, it has to already be in your head, or you're not even going to go there. You know, you're right, Sammy. I mean, when victims come forward around here, hey, what's up, Baz? When victims come forward around here, they get fucking attacked. They get doxxed. You know, whether it was FM or Kevin or whoever, they just immediately nobody even wanted to bother to stick around to see any proof. They just immediately started attacking and doxing, and that has made there's more shit, y'all. I mean, people have come to me with a lot of stuff, and that I'm it's aggravating because like I'll know something, but they either just don't have enough proof to go with it, or like I'll tell them, I'll help you do this, but you're going to get attacked and you're going to get doxxed. It's going to happen. It's not a if, it's going to happen. And so they don't want to do it. And I don't want to set somebody out there blind, and I don't want to twist anybody's arm. So what do I do? I have to sit here and fucking think about them. You know what I mean? And I can't drop any details because the person that it's about will know where it came from, and they'll get attacked and doxxed anyway. I fucking hate it. Was there anything new about the like I am interested in the god dang it, the WAP. I'm having another brain fart. Did WAP put out any uh new information on the gamer dude? Actually, ACOPs. I've seen studies where they can use with the MRIs and brain imaging and stuff. Like people that go through traumatic events, especially sexual traumatic events as children, it can actually cause physical changes in the brain in the area that determines sexuality. So traumatic sexual experiences can actually alter a kid's sexuality growing up. I wish I could remember all the facts and figures, but you can't pray the gay away, you know. He got sentenced to 3 years. It's not enough, but at least he got something. Ten of supervised release. That's not enough either, but at least it's something. But yeah, I do appreciate the update on that. At least he won't be around here for 3 years. I would hope that he would have some kind of restriction. Like some of these guys just aren't allowed to, what I just do. Some of these guys just, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, he was trying to sub to all of us, Jen. He tried to sub to me, and I just immediately banned him. I don't get, after you get so many subs, YouTube doesn't even, like, you know how they send you, like, every 10th time somebody subs, that YouTube sends you a notice, hey, so-and-so sub to you. After you get so many, they don't even bother doing that anymore. But his showed up, so I was able to see it right away. Yeah, some of these guys, they get stipulations where they're not allowed to use the internet at all. Like they can't even have it on their phone. Trent is Jason Casey. Well, do you know that as 100% fact, FCC? Because I have my suspicions. We all can't have 1.7. Carl, I'm not even trying to. I have no intention on building a channel, and I think it's all bullshit. I think YouTube just, makes you think you're doing really good, so you want to monetize and keep going, and I think it's all bullshit. Like they'll tell you got a shit ton of views that you don't know where they came from. That's why I thought somebody was buying them. That's not the case, I don't think now, but still. It wouldn't surprise me to find out that it's Jason. I would be a bit surprised to find out that those emails were from Jason. I haven't sat down and studied them to see how they talk or whatever. But Trent is the middle name of Jason's great grandfather on the second. Oh shit! Yeah, FCC. It's got to be him then. That's a fucking dead giveaway. If you ever have a membership, we need to. Wait a minute. You can put. I could have ball gag emojis if I have memberships. I was actually going to ask if somebody knows. Like I know that you can give away memberships, Is it possible to just do that and like nobody has? I don't want anybody to have to fucking pay to watch any of my shit. I think if people pay, they ought to get something really special, and I don't feel like putting the energy into making anything special. But there are times when I just don't want any assholes around, and if we could do it by sub or by you know, just selecting who can be here, that would be cool. Man, it would almost be worth monetizing just to have the ball gag emoji. I've been eligible for, I don't know, quite a while. I just don't want to do it. Thing is, most of my stuff wouldn't, like, it would be flagged anyway. I don't want to change how I speak, and I love the F word. I like to say fuck a lot. YouTube don't like it. And when you're monetized, like they watch you even closer, and I just don't want to draw the attention. I would rather be able to not have to. I mean, I still have to not say a lot of things I want to because of that, but I don't want to have to change how I speak. And people can give me money without, monetizing anyway. I did a short video, not a short, but like I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes long. Assuming that all of my stuff was monetized, I'm giving up a little over $1,000 a month by not being monetized. But again, most of my shit would be flagged anyway, so I think you only give away 10 a month. Well, that's perfect because there's only about like 50 I would, you know what I mean? You can also set up where only members have access to your Discord. I'm keeping a pretty tight lid on my Discord anyway. I made it so that I'm the only one that can make invitations. And as of right now, I don't have anybody uh, other than my naughty assistant. I don't have any mods or admins in there because we don't really need them. And I'm going to keep it that way. So I'm pretty careful about who gets into my Discord. But yeah, we do have ball gag emojis in the Discord. If you're somebody that I'm cool with, and you don't fall too closely to one side or the other, you can hit me up. Some people are going to be disappointed because I have said no a few times, but it's not personal. There are people that I really like that uh, aren't about the sea monkey way, you know. Oh, they expire after a month. Okay, thank you, Crossroads. You know how to behave. What do you mean you know how to behave, General? You don't behave, you just misbehave in the right way. Well, Sammy, I let Josh in there, so you're welcome to you're welcome to join too. I sent invitations to. There are a lot more people that I want to send invitations to, but I just didn't get that far down my list in Instagram or whatever. And some people I don't have any contact with at all. But you don't really have to be a sea monkey. Um, but you at least have to respect the sea monkey ways. Yeah, guys, if you haven't heard already, all the old OPE stuff Tech has control of. So if you want Sammy to have money or whatever, don't send it there. Mike's off. Hey, good dildos are hard to find, man. Not that I would know. All right, what do we got next? Last call for the link. I'm running out of shit to talk about. They have a hammer dildo for the gay working man. Hey, dude, they've got, not that I would know, but they've got dildos that attach to fucking sawzalls and drills, and I may or may not have made one or two of those for special people in my life. Bill may or may not have a premium Adam and Eve account. Well, actually, back in the day, I actually did order a lot of stuff from Adam and Eve. That's why I started making custom ball gags, because the commercial ball gags suck. Which, by the way, I know I have to enforce it every year, but um, I do need, if you're new here, I do need your ball gag sizes before the Christmas party. You guys always wait and given to me right at the last minute. I need them before Thanksgiving. But I didn't have. Oh, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry for laughing, Sammy, but it's funny. Didn't have the stomach to peg. Gagged every time you. Oh man. Yeah, Adam and Eve didn't really have a big selection, but at that time, like there just wasn't as much out there. Like before the internet really started taking off. And living around areas with small towns, we finally got at an adult store out by the truck stop, which the Christians protested, by the way. And that place was like physically dirty, like not kept up. They even had a used bin. I fucking strange smells came out of that thing, but yeah. Yeah, that doesn't seem like the manliest thing to, like I'm into some weird shit. Uh, not everybody's into it, but it's not really mandatory. And so sometimes you kind of have to like feel them out, feel like not like what I mean. You kind of have to engage them in conversation to kind of see if you even want to ask because you know, and if you're lucky, they'll just tell you up front what they like and don't like. But I can't imagine asking a woman to fucking peg me. It's just like, does that come up over dinner or I don't know. I the love shack. I mean, I flinch when the occasional tongue makes its way down there. It's just, I don't know. There are so many questions I have, Sammy, but I don't know if you'd want me to ask them, especially not here. Oh, oh, hi, Jeff's wife. We're weirdos, but don't worry. He's never asked any of us to shoot a bag of roofing nails up his ass or anything. you just know that Tech's the kind of guy that, like, you know that this has happened, right? Guys go into emergency rooms with something really weird stuck up them, and they're like, "Yeah, I fell on it in the shower, and it just went up there." Like, sir, you. Why do you have a cat stuck up your ass? I was trying to get the gerbil out. Well, okay. Josh, you have some hurdles to overcome, man. You're gonna have to start getting jiggy with it if you want to compete. Just saying. Well, Jeff, you might try some. You might try earbuds, my man. Yeah, I understand that, Vlad. I get you. But after the other shit that he pulled on her, he kind of deserves it, you know. Yeah, gerbils are not a problem around there, Sam's Clit. You won't see a gerbil for miles. Yeah, this is kind of light compared to the other stuff she had to go through. Actually, I am there. Oh, fuck. God. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm farting. No, I'm too old to stand up. I'm actually out there. Well, not out. I'm at their place right now. We'll go see if we can find some fucking kitties, man. They had more. They had. Oh God. I've already had serious talks with them, but man, see, look at this shit. They're gonna fucking run up on me. Hey, God damn it! See, they're going at it now. Get off there. Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna cut your fucking nuts off. Yeah, I'm looking at you. All right, where are the little ones at? Where are the babies? No, we're not making only cats paw fetish content right now. You can relax. Show me your children. I think probably hiding back up in the. Damn it! Stop it, fucker. You're lucky it's not up to me. Put a fucking cap in your head. Where are the babies? I can't tell. I can't see. They got it made in there. They got a nice little heated house. There's a stripper pole, a mini bar, all kinds of shit for them. I don't know where the babies are right now. I don't know where they're at. Stop trying to trip me, dumbass. Where are your children? I don't know, mommy's probably got them, feeding them somewhere. I'm still alive in a little bit. We'll go back and look again. Oh, were they in there? Okay, I couldn't see them. I can't. I just had to stick the camera down there. But anyway, if anybody wants a stupid kitten, we don't let them go until they're at least 2 months old, because if you let them go from the mothers too soon, they have behavioral problems. If anybody wants one, just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'll be happy to stuff one in and mail it back to you. Some assembly may be required. Yeah, that red light is a heat lamp. It's still been getting pretty cold here at night, like down into the 30s and stuff. So when it starts staying warm, my dad will tear all that shit apart and power wash everything, make him something new. Oh man, I'm sorry, I missed a bunch of comments. Show the cats locked in the basement. No, I can't. I can't. I can't show the basement. Believe me, y'all, if they were actually my cats, the only one that I claim is Little Fucker. If it was up to me, they're things would be much different. I told them last year, when people donated money to get Little Fucker taken care of. I had a bunch left over, and I offered to pay to have them, because I found a place. I don't remember where it was at now, but they would do it for $50 a cat, and I offered to pay for it, and they wouldn't go for it. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, they're really not hurting anything. I just personally don't like that many fucking cats. They got lots of room, They're, I don't know. I just think it's a little crazy, is all. But at least I won't starve to death. Link for who the fuck is that? The link should be pinned. Damn, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm distracted by something. I hate leaving you in silence. But yeah, the link is pinned. I'm not sure exactly. If you want to come up, FCC, you don't really need an invitation. You're welcome to it. I'm kind of dying up here anyway. This might be my last one for a while because I think, I mean, I can still go live without um, StreamYard, but I think this is going to finish off my StreamYard hours for the month. Maybe not. I don't know. Don't let FCC up. He's going to say you're Ray. I don't believe that Carl is Ray. I really don't. Can I see your message above? God damn it, you're going to make me look for it, aren't you? Hold on. Sam's quit, Sam's quit, Sam's quit, Sam's quit. Looks like the damn red light district. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it, you may as well do it right, right? No, no, no. Yeah, YouTube might have censored your comment. That's the last one that I see. They sent me, I left a comment, actually to Sea Monkey Jeff up there, and I said something about a TRANNY, and they sent me a thing saying that they took down my comment because of hate speech. And if it happens anymore, you're going to lose your channel. So, all right, type it again, just reword it this time. Never mind, it's not funny anymore. Oh yeah, timing. It's all about timing. Was it about text bot? Like I've seen stories about people smuggling cell phones into prisons, like guys smuggling cell phones into prisons in their orifices. Now, my cell phone, I guess it's probably about 6 inches long and like 4 inches, yeah, 3.5. I don't know. It's big. It's not like how the fuck is that? Like how do they like there has to be a lot of practice involved beforehand, because a cell phone's not just something you fucking pop up there. I also saw a thing where they smuggled a fucking gun, not a little Derringer, a fucking like a Glock 19 or so. It was full, a gun. Like, how do you? I mean, do you have to have people help? How do like? I don't know. Flip phones. Still, I mean, I yeah, I know the whole wrapped in condom, but I don't care how much lube it is. Like there comes a point where that hole's got to be several inches wide, lube or not. I don't care how much lube it is. It just unless you're speaking from experience, I don't know. You were only ever in a hospital for killing. Yeah, well, okay, you got me there. I mean, just trying to fit my little tiny penis into a girl's like that. That's sometimes impossible. That it just doesn't. How does it? I don't know. I like it just doesn't want to go. So how do you? I don't know. 80s portable phone, no lube, first try. Hey man, more power to you. Guy I brought in one time, situation where we've been tracking him for a couple of weeks, and we were harassing his family and whatever. They all got sick of it, and he called up and said, "Hey, I'll make you a deal. My mom's got cancer. If you let me go to my daughter's birthday party Sunday, I'll just turn myself in." So like we kept surveillance on the parents' house or whatever, but it's all right, deal. Um, and he did. We met at the jail, and he turned himself in. I patted him down. I didn't do a. There's different kinds of frisking, uh, and I just basically did a pat down, make sure he didn't have any guns or anything on him. You are supposed to, like for a full pat down, you are supposed to use your two fingers and kind of feel up under their nuts to make sure there's not a gun there. I usually skip that part unless they were a real hard ass, but I didn't do that. And you're supposed to kind of run your fingers, under between their. You're supposed to take your two index fingers and reach around from the front and put the tips of your fingers under their belt, and then run your fingers all the way around between their pants and their body. I didn't do that to him either. And then when I got home, the jail called and they said, "Hey, did you pet that? Did you search that guy?" I said, "No, I just gave him a pat down. I didn't, I pulled his pockets inside out and that kind of thing, but I didn't do a thorough job." And I actually told them that when I brought him in there. They said, "Well, he had 15 cigarettes taped to his butthole." I go, no, I don't check their buttholes usually, but yeah. And I'm like, dude, if you have anything on you, now's the time to get rid of it. I won't say anything, but if they find it, that's an extra charge. Oh no, man, I got nothing on me. Well, guess what? You got an extra charge. Yeah, you should probably verify everything I say with Jeff to make sure I was doing it right. And then on the females, you should have a female do it, which is what we always try to do, but it's not always possible. I usually didn't. None of them were real high risk or whatever, but so I didn't usually worry about the boobies. But you're supposed to take a guy. If you're a guy, you're supposed to use the back of your hand, kind of go up under the underwire, which I never did. And then use a pin. Like if she got big uns, you're supposed to use a pin and pop down there to make sure there's no guns or anything. Goddamn right, I was the best hallway monitor. Grab the motherfuckers by the hair of the back of the head, slam them up against the locker, and fucking pat them down, whether they had a pass or not. Did you see if Jeff's saying he knew about clowns charges months ago for clown? Why would you? Why would you? There's this whole thing about uh, getting rid of people and trying to do it publicly doesn't work. There have been people that I knew things about, but to get rid of them, I just went to them like, hey, you either fucking leave, um, shut down all your social media or whatever, and just go. Just stay the fuck away from my people. I've done that. Um, but if you're gonna do it publicly and you're fucking sitting on it for months and months while the guy goes about his business, that's fucking one. I don't believe he knew it. I really don't. That motherfucker, he couldn't keep his mouth shut about something like that for months. So I mean, you literally cannot believe a goddamn thing that man says. And if he did sit on it, that's not cool either. That motherfucker. He made me defend you, Damone. When he said that you were you know what he said. I don't care who it is. I don't go for somebody saying that if it's not true. That's why I just don't think he should be allowed up on panels. I really don't. He makes these fucking fake ass bullshit apologies that he doesn't mean and doesn't understand, and then fucking does it all over again. He's still gonna do it, but just let him be on his own panel where people have a choice to not have to see him on somebody else's. I when I see I don't watch his channel anyway, except for rare occasions. But when I see him on other people's panels now, I leave. I don't. I'm not watching him. Oh, he's definitely here. He's. I've never really. I can't say he's never been up here, but generally I don't let him on here, and I've always felt that way. I kind of have a policy if I'm talking shit about people, I will let them come up and defend themselves. But I don't know if I would even bother with Jeff because he literally cannot believe a goddamn thing he says. That's another thing that irritates me is this fucking, well, I'm a Christian and blah, blah, blah. I know you're not. Fuck you, man. And even if you are, stop hiding behind it. You're still a piece of shit. the only way we can do anything about it is to not let him on our channels. I know he brings views and whatever, but fuck that. Oh, that's right. Jeff is a doctor. I forgot. He would probably know how to fit large objects up somebody's butt, without doing a lot of damage. I mean, if he will say that kind of shit, like Vlad was one of the last people that hung on that, still rode for him. And if he will say that kind of shit to Vlad or about Vlad or whatever, his friend, um, like he'll do it to anybody. You might think he's cool being up on your panel with you, but if he can do that to one of the last people that rode for him, he'll do it to anybody. He removed contraband with his mouth, guaranteed. Well, I mean, you got to get it out somehow. You may as well have fun with it. As one of Jeff's managing mods, you kindly ask for you to retract your statements about Jeff. That's a negative, Pat Con. I will not be suppressed in my opinions about Jeff. Knowing how Jeff is makes a channel owner responsible. Yeah, I agree with that, Crossroads. We just need to stop letting him spread his propaganda all over the place, and that's exactly what it is. I saw somebody sent me a thing. Oh man, I forget the girl's name. She's really young. Oh fuck, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But he went up on her. I don't believe she's part of this so-called community. Could be wrong though. But he went up on her panel and like he was trying to sound cool and laid it on pretty thick. He's like, "Oh, I'd like to have you on my." Yeah, I'll bet you would, motherfucker. I mean, she's cute, but man, I have kids older than her, and I'm pretty sure Jeff does too. Grace Thorpe, yes, Section 15. I believe that was it. I mean, you could tell she knew what he was up to, but do I like to have attractive females on my panels? Yes, though it rarely happens. But am I gonna go to them and more or less beg for it? No. Loves Rick James. Oh no, I fucked that up. Hold on. There's not enough words there. Hold on. Jeff's a good dog. Crazy about lying. Loves Rick James Bible. And Old English too. I like that. It works. Suffers from delusions and takes pills too. Oh, yeah, I mean, he was supposed to have Ted Nugent and, all these other people. Madonna. Did he say Madonna? I know he said Ted Nugent, so I like Ted Nugent. Cher. Oh, wow. He sold debates in front of 1.2 million people as well. Huh. Wow. 1.2 million people. Interesting. And let's not forget the 50 doxes. Getting a PJ from the vice president while making Johnny Depp's breakfast. Yikes. Yeah, Jeffrey Robbins has a poster of Jeff on his wall. And he has a bigger channel than Southwest CPNI. Huh. Oh, that's nice. The pharmacy they close in half an hour, and they just sent me a text that my order is ready. And I'm about, that's going to have to wait till tomorrow, I guess. It's all right. I don't need it that bad. See, that's the thing. Like, way, way back, before Bad Guy called him out, I called him out because they had him up, and I don't know if he'd actually done any catches yet or not. He might have had one. I don't remember the exact timing, but it was like back when Locke first, like before he closed down his channel, and came back. But they were all up there. There was, I don't know, 3 or 4 people up there just trading it with kid gloves. We were all supposed to call him out as a liar. And like nobody was actually doing it. They were just kind of dancing around it. I was like, fuck this. I was half drunk, but I was probably fully drunk. But somehow I still remember it. I went up, I'm like, Jeff, we all, like the whole chat was saying stuff, you know what I mean? I'm like, Jeff, I think I can speak for the entire chat when I say we all think you're full of shit. And to my knowledge, that was the first time anybody here ever actually called him out. So, like, we've known for a long time, this shit just keeps happening over and over and over again. They actually took a vote I wasn't there for it. They took a vote whether to kick him off the island or not, and he was voted to be kicked off. And then they had him back up on the same panel 2 weeks later. It's like, how the fuck these fuckers got like they can't stick to anything. They got no fucking balls. It just irritates me. Rumor has it, if you take a rickshaw to the nearest Filipino port, Dr. Jeff will put you in front of Simon Cowell and make you a star, make you a big star. He probably is one of those dudes. It's like, you go to a young lady and be like, hey, I can make you famous, but you got to sit on this couch with me for a while. PCI has a live catch. Cool. Someone told you he is taking on the Envy Cat Southwest on Rumble. Is that true? I don't know. Can anybody answer that? Funny, there was a few people just the other day threatening him with those same kid clubs. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, it's the same shit over and over and over again, and it never changes. We need to get rid of him. We need a blah blah blah. Okay, come up on my panel. Let's fucking yeah, fuck that. It's like, I mean, does anybody have any balls around here? I have no idea, General C. Monkey. I've not heard anything about that, so I don't know. Kind of waiting to see if anybody knows. Yeah, General C. Monkey. Yeah, I believe you do. He didn't even gift membership 5 at a time on his last stream, and we were all just steaming mad about it. No, wait, no one cared. Yeah, I think the only reason anybody has memberships there is so that they can see what kind of bullshit he's actually putting out. Yeah, I know he's monetized. He was, uh, I've seen him brag before about how much money he was making. I don't remember exactly what he said, but um, at the time, I hadn't really looked into that kind of stuff, but I looked into it because of my own channel, and theoretically, um, yeah, you can make some money, but they seem to demonetize a lot of stuff. I don't remember exactly how much he said he was making now, but like it was way more than way more than the potential that was even there if you maximized it. Oh, yes, he is monetized. He's got a bunch of bananas, though. I don't know exactly how many, but he was the one that fucking brought the bananas over here. Oogie, does that link like does it just give you approximations or does it like actually know how much people actually make? When I checked my numbers and YouTube was just like throwing me views, I think, because some months they were saying I had almost 100,000. On average, like 30,000, and then it kind of spiked up for a while, and now it's back down. But if you figure it out by views, how much you would make, mine was a little over $1,000 a month, and that's assuming that everything you do actually gets monetized, which we know a lot of stuff doesn't. And I think I had around 1,500 subs at the time. I'm sure he's got probably a lot more than I do. All right, y'all. Unless you got a topic, I really have run out of things to talk about. Did you miss anything noteworthy today? I have no idea. All I saw was a little bit of um, NTFs. I saw about 15 minutes of it. So I don't know if anything happened today. I think somebody said that Lion Ryan was live earlier today. All right, dude, I see your text. I'll get back with you after. All right, yo. All that talk about putting big stuff up your butt that shouldn't be there just kind of upset my stomach a little bit. Now, Josh, I know you're a little bit disappointed that she doesn't want to do that, but hang in there, buddy. You'll be okay. All right, y'all. PCI has a catch. Let me look real quick and see if anybody else does. You guys probably saw it before I did. Looks like that's it. All right, y'all. You know what time it is. Don't put anything bigger than your elbow up your butt and stay naked.